Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't get...
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with third and long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Sanders' first carry of the game. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Burt sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19-yard
line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
back to throw here. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all them calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On the option, it'll be Hurts. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Washington 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. He completes it to Bryant.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Looking to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He'll take over first and
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for...
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. Big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. But not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right. Exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher, 3rd down and 9. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's checking.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's get it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. On the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Eagles 17, Washington 12.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Philadelphia.
Hurts. Going left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Eagles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the deep ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know I'm not breaking